Peace and blessings, family. Excuse me. We're in LA right now. Just tuned in. That we at the Chilton LAX, just relaxing and just chilling. How is everybody this weekend? How is everybody this Sunday? Peace and blessings. What I would love for everybody to do coming on here, especially this Sunday, is to drop something in which you guys are all grateful for. Let's come down here. Let's see what we got going down on here. What is one thing you guys are all grateful for? In order to attract life's comings, you must operate in a state of gratitude. What is it that you guys are grateful for? What is it that you guys are putting out into the universe to attract back every single day, family? We're in LA. I'm super happy and super grateful just to see the world on a day-to-day basis. Like, let me show you guys. We're at the Hilton. Been able to partner up with this travel club where we're getting the nicest hotels for the cheapest rates. Cheaper than, what we'd probably get at Motel 6, but we're staying at the Hilton. We got the books with us, stay with them things on us. We got valet about to come give us our car. We got the drone on us. We got some essentials in the bag. And I didn't know they had a gym. I should have got a workout in this morning. I'm asleep. We had good work. Oh yeah, Shorty getting it in. Good work. But I'm excited, super blessed, super grateful to be here, super blessed, super grateful to, share the information that I'm about to share this whole weekend with you guys. What I want you guys to look in, first things first, is the definition section within debt. Some key words I want you guys to look for is the term borrower. Tell me if anywhere within there, within the FDCPA, which is a subchapter dealing with debt, do they mention one time, the term borrower? But why is and how is it through these contracts they're calling you guys borrowers? Right? I want somebody to answer that for me. How does it make sense that they're calling you guys a borrower, but nowhere in the FDCPA will you guys find them define the term borrower? All right, it's getting real now. Time to take off the do-rag. It's getting real now. We about to get into it now, family. The gratitude, it's all, been expressed. Not all, but there's so much to be grateful for. And every moment and every breath, but I'm grateful for every single one of you guys for tuning in. So I want to make your guys' time worthwhile. Look into the definition section, and I want you guys to also look up the definition of debt as a whole. It says it's any obligation. So I want you guys to think about some things in which you guys have been obliged to doing. What are some things I've been obligated to doing? If you don't go to school when you register yourself for school, CPS gonna come knocking on the door. The district's gonna come knocking on your door. So one obligation is school. From a young age, we're already in debt, right? We've already credited these corporations, and from that, they gave us debt. Think about it. When we went to school, what was the 9-digit card we all needed? We didn't need a credit card from Amex. We needed a credit card, our social security number. And that's 15 USC 1602. Go look up the true definition of a credit card. I want to make sure that through each live, I'm breaking down the basics. I'm breaking down Mad Eagles fans. Yes, sir. I'm breaking down things to where anybody just coming in here, no matter what experience level you're at, you guys can come in and understand the information that is at hand. All right, let's see if the whip's here. Oh yeah, I'm loving all the amethyst, bro. We definitely meant to be here. We got the amethyst going again. Oh, yeah, she's beautiful. She's beautiful. Oh my. Oh my. She is beautiful. Y'all see we got a little baby guy. She's beautiful though. Let me sit right here real quick. Oh, there's some chairs right here. Let me go in these chairs. Now I look like a crazy kid. I don't mind looking like a crazy kid though. That's one thing about me. Alright, fam, let me show y'all what's going on here. See, we got the Eagles fans. We got the Brian Dawkins jersey. That's tough. They got to get that McKeely Ringo jersey, though. My brother's finna go crazy. If y'all aren't tuned in, y'all got to make sure y'all tune in today. My best friend, my brother, goes live. 1 p.m. Pacific time. Eagles versus Rams. Number 22 for the Eagles, my brother, Keely Ringo. We went to high school together, played ball together. Tune in with his journeys as a whole. You know, go check out some of the shorts I've done. You know, of him training for, you know, his pro day back in February. But family, all right, so let's get into it. So we've gone over the term debt. So it's an obligation, some things we've been obliged is going to school, getting a job. You know, the one thing they always ask us for is our social security number. This is credited in every single one of these corporations. And then from there, you know, they give us debt. They, you know, they make us exchange our time for money. Really, like, the moment, and the thing is, well, to when, I'm not even gonna get into that. Yeah, I ain't even gonna get into that. But, family, what I want you guys to understand as a whole is just think about some things you've been obliged to doing, obligated into doing, and think about every time you've been obligated to doing something, how many times you've used your credit card, which we've just broken down is your social security number. From Tempe, AZ. We got to tap in then, King, because I'm actually about to be doing some in-person events out in the city, because that's where I'm at originally. Right now I'm in Phoenix. Right now I'm in LA, but we're out here for the weekend, then we're back in the city. I'm in the Phoenix area. But think about some things you've been obliged to doing. So it says an obligation, any obligation or alleged obligation. So remember, family, anytime you see the word or, right away, that lets you know that I got all the power. That lets you know that as a consumer, you know, I'm able to wear and decide. And anytime you have the ability, and what I was gonna say is I'm able to wear, you know, multiple hats. I'm able to decide whether it is an obligation, whether I am obliged to doing it, or it's an alleged obligation. And if it's an alleged obligation, they must verify and validate it. And that's where we now get into debt validation, which is 15 USC 1692G. See, a lot of people are hitting them with all 5 verification and validation forms right away. Like, they're like, in pursuant to 15 USC 1692G, send me all 5, you know, steps, because there's 5 requirements within debt validation in which they must, you know, provide in order to validate this debt. You know, you guys are asking for all 5 and within one letter, and they're just sending you a big ass packet full of information. Right? How many of you guys, drop a 3 if you guys have done that? Yo, debt validate, you know, requesting them to validate the debt, exercises 1692G, but using all 5 in one. One thing I want you guys to one thing I want you guys to go out and attack and do that I've seen, you know, all of my clients have major success with this, and this is how my client was able to get the student loans removed, is going through 1 through 5 and requesting each one step by step. Yo, and pursuant to 15 USC 1692G, number 1, I'm requesting, boom, number 1. I don't have it in front of me, so I don't know all off the top. I do know the 5, like, but go through and read. I'm grateful for consciousness, 100%. You must be grateful for it. Must be grateful for it in order to raise it, in order to, you know, vibrate at a higher frequency, to see things even more clear and allow things to download, you know, easily. There's all levels of vibration, and a lot of people, you know, get it in terms of, you know, radio. You know, when I turn into a certain radio station or a frequency is going to get me onto this certain type of music. You know, same thing with your guys' life. Once you guys tune into a certain frequency, it's going to get you guys literally tune into your guys' dreams, aspirations. But what I want you guys to look into and how to get anything discharged with your debt is the FDCPA. It starts at 15 USC 1692. If anybody is new, break down the FCRA as well too, which helps you guys attack the reporting agencies at 15 USC 1681. Above all else, simply those two subchapters can and will get you guys anything and everything removed from your consumer report and discharged as a whole. Understand as well to a debt collector, there's anybody using any means. I'm trying to think of it word for word, but any instrumentality, and they're operating through interstate commerce, whether it's indirectly or directly, and them sending you any type of bill, any type of note, they're operating through commerce, and they're acting on the behalf of a debt collector. Anytime anybody has sent you any invoice, if you truly go through 1692A and look up the definition of a debt collector, you guys will see, all these corporations that are invoicing you guys, they are all, okay, the whip is here. They are all also debt collectors. So, they're not supposed to have their symbol on, anything in which they sent to you. Look up 1692B, which is location something, like just certain things in which they're supposed to do, while communicating with you guys. So make sure you guys are tuned in to that. This is how and that wealth operate. They don't operate off debt. They operate off of debt, but they use FDCPA to discharge it. One more time. We're in Cali and they do not play with the phones. So I'm going to hit y'all up within the next couple hours. We're going to be going live. I'm going to show you guys a stadium. I'm going to show you guys a SoFi. I'm going to show you guys, everything that we have going on today as a whole. Is going to be an eventful day, so stay tuned. I appreciate all of you guys that have tuned into this recording. If you guys are just tuning in, make sure you guys share this with some people as well too, in which can help. Let's get the word out there. Let's get the message out there. Because the information, in which we are teaching can and is and has already been empowering so many lives, but not the rate in which I know we can. So let's all collectively come together, share this information. Let's go through, study this information, make sure we're familiar with it, make sure we're going through and being a student, make sure we're not getting too big for the little things, because the moment you get too big for the little things is a moment the little things become too big for you. So, going through and studying the definition section will help you guys get anything and everything removed. You guys don't need anything outside of the definition section to get things removed. To go through and, get familiar with the definition section within these subchapters. A lot of you guys aren't even familiar with the definition sections, but are looking to go get a free car. Go looking to use consumer law to go get a free car. How many of y'all are looking to use consumer law to get a free car? Drop a 1 in the chat if you're like, yo, I've seen all of these things and videos on YouTube on consumer law and how, the moment that they run our credit card, our social security number, they've already been paid. And anytime there's a finance charge, the finance charge is the sum of all charges. And therefore, the amount financed also covers the finance charge. So therefore, we're not obligated to making any payments, but a lot of you guys understand this, but don't understand the definition section of, proper adequate notice, things in which they're supposed to disclose to you guys. The true definition of a creditor, the true definition of credit itself. Like, a lot of you guys don't know these basic terminologies and definitions. So we got to get familiar with them in order to truly, achieve the things in which you guys are all looking to achieve. So even just the congressional findings alone, can get bankruptcies removed. I've gone over a video showing you guys how using the congressional findings of the FCRA, talking about how number 4, it talks about an invasion upon a consumer's right to privacy. We define what's, private to us and what's not private to us. And so being able to go through and break these laws down to these corporations and articulate how they've invaded within our privacy, this is what's going to get us these things done. Understanding that the whole banking system is dependent upon our credit, and this is stated word for word within the FCRA's congressional findings, right? Understanding these things, family, will help us get the things in which we're looking to get done. And this is all the congressional findings and the definition. So we out in Cali, family. I'm lost. I'm just driving around right now. And I need some GPS in. It's mad illegal to be texting and driving out here, so I'm not trying to deal with any of these policy offers and put them in their place, because we do not have no registration, we don't got no license, any of that. So I ain't even trying to go through the whole, breaking it down and educating them, because not all of them are familiar with it, but there are those that are. But above all else, family, stay protected. Make sure y'all got that non-citizen national passport card. I got mine on me. I'll make sure I stay with it anywhere and everywhere in which I travel. But I do appreciate everybody tuning in, and I'm going to see you guys all at the top, because the bottom, that shit is way too crowded. Peace and blessings.